Good morning, class. So, before we start, let's have an opening prayer. Anyone who wants to lead the prayer? Yes, with Laura. So, before you take your seat, kindly look around and pick up the trash if there are some. If none, you may take your seat. So, I'll check the attendance first. So, for attendance, instead of saying present, you will say, ooh, with feelings, do I make myself clear? So, I will start by Alburo, Albero, Balmaceda, Cabarle, Cacho, Astardo, Dador A, Dador Laila, Daliol, Dapul, Dumangas, Esorio, Gaila, Berto, Haka, Ligaya, Liz, Lopez, Olivar, Fiscal, Rapol, Reblora, Ruado, Talavera, Janoria, and Setan. So before we proceed to our topic, let's have our motivation first. The motivation being called roll the dice and answer. So I have here the dice. So for mechanics, the teacher will play a song, while the student holding the dice must pass it to the next classmates. When the music stops, the student holding it must throw or roll the dice to get a number. So the number or each number of dice obtained as a corresponding questions that must be answered. The questions are jumbled letters. So are you ready? Here's the dice. Yes, Dumangas. Very good. Apron. Yes, Balmaceda. Very good. Hand sanitation. Yes, Dalion. Safety. Very good. Yes, Alburo. Names. Very good. Yes, Lopez. Jewelry. Very good.
That's why I say,
Yes, Haka. Spills. Very good. So now we are done with our motivation. Let's proceed to classroom rules. So let me discuss about the classroom rules. So first, respect everyone. So it is very important to respect each other about their ideas, thoughts, and perspectives. Second, raise your hand if you want to answer. Third, always do your best. And lastly, listen attentively. Let us have a recall about our previous lesson. Anyone who can still recall about the last topic? Yes, Dalion. Very good. Anyone else? Yes, Seta. Very good. So we discussed the different types of baking tools. So it's good to know that everyone here learned a lot from our previous topic. The picture in the PPT. So I will ask question. What is your idea about the picture? Yes, Oliver. Very good. Anyone else? Yes, Leonoria. Okay, very good. So the picture is all about the laboratory safety guidelines that will be tackled later. So now I will discuss about the learning objectives. At the end of the lessons, the students should be able to identify the safety guidelines in the laboratory, demonstrate the proper way of wearing and not wearing PPE in laboratory to ensure the safety practices, value the importance of safety guidelines and PPE in performing laboratory activity. Let's have our activity first. We'll be having a role play activity. The role play activity called Act Up Safety Practices. So the mechanics, the class will be divided into two groups. So it will be the group 1 and group 2. The group 1 will present the importance of wearing PPE, while the group 2 will present the possible accidents of not wearing any PPE. Each group will have 3 minutes presentation of their role play activity. Rubrics are provided for the grading of the role play activity. Rubrics of role play activity for content 40%, rules 20%, preparation 20%, and overall impression 20% with a total of 100%. So now, I'll give you a 3 minutes to plan your role play activity, and after 3 minutes, you will perform your ACAP safety practices. Excellent, Group 1, you have a good presentation of your ACAP safety practices. You have present well the importance of wearing PPE in performing laboratory activity. So let's give a round of applause for Group 1. So now let's proceed to the Group 2. Excellent, Group 2. You have present well your ACAP safety practices of the possible accidents of not wearing any PPE. So let's give a round of applause for the Group 2. For the Group 1, they got 98%, while the Group 2 got 99%. So now, let's proceed to the two questions I have here. So, what is the importance of wearing PPE when using the laboratory kitchen? Yes, Castardo. Okay. Very good. So, what are the possible accidents of not wearing the PPE? Yes, Cabarle. Very good. So now let's proceed to our discussion. Let's start our discussion about laboratory safety guidelines. 1. Hand sanitation is essential. So it is very essential for us to put hand sanitation in our hands to prevent any microorganism that can cause harm to our health. Number 2, who wants to read the number 2? Yes, Dalion. What is your insight about the number 2? Okay, thank you, Dalian. So, dapat talaga nating iwasan yung paggamit natin sa kamay when contacting with foods. So, dapat gumamit tayo ng gloves or utensils like tongs sa pag-transfer ng pagkain para maiwasan natin yung contamination. Avoid wearing loose clothing. So, dapat talaga nating iwasan yung pagsusuot ng maninipis o maluluwag na damit. Kasi maaari itong or madali itong kapitan ng apoy kung tayo ay mapapalapit or lalo na kung tayo nagluluto sa laboratory na gumagamit tayo ng mga stove. So, dapat talaga natin itong iwasan. Remove jewelry from hands and arms. So, importante naman talaga na tanggalin dapat natin ang ating jewelry sa ating kamay or braso na maaari mahulog sa ating pagkain na ating hinahanda na maaari mag-cause ng harm sa ating health. Tulad na pwede tayong makain yung jewelry na nasa pagkain natin. Or maaari tayong mabulunan. Keep nails clean and short. So, importante na panatilihin natin malinis ang ating kuko. Kasi ang ating kuko is nagkakaroon siya ng dumi or dirt na nasa loob ng ating kuko. So, dapat malinis siya na dapat natin pinuputol ang ating kuko na mahahaba. Who wants to read the next one? Yes, Ruwado. Okay, thank you, Ruwado. So, dapat ang sinusuot nating sapatos when performing the laboratory activity is sarado. Hindi open shoes kasi maaari ito mag-cause ng pagbagsak ng halimbawa kung tayo nagpe-prepare ng pagkain, so maaari mabagsakan ang ating paa kung open shoes yung susuotin natin na maaaring mag-cause ng injury. Always wear an apron while baking or cooking. So, apron serve as protection to our PPE uniform to prevent like spills or stains or getting dirt our PPE uniform. Okay, Kabarle, can you read the next one and share your insight about that? Okay, thank you, Kabarle. So, it is very important to tie our hair back during the laboratory activities to prevent getting our hair pulled in preparing the food. So, dapat talaga nating taliin ang ating buhok into a bun para maiwasan yung paglaglag ng ating buhok sa pagkain that can cause also harm to our health na maaari natin siyang makain or hindi natin mapansin sa pagkain natin, yung buhok na nalaglag. So, dapat gumamit tayo ng shop hat or hairnet na maaari mag-serve as protection. Immediately close cabinet doors and drawers. So, it is very important to close the cabinet doors and drawers because it contains sharp knives na maaaring makasugat lalo na sa mga bata. Or maaari din naman sa atin kapag tayo yung or wala tayong pag-iingat sa pagbubukas ng cabinet doors or drawers. Use equipment for its intended use. So, dapat ang ginagamit lang nating equipment ay yung ginagamit lang talaga natin. So, wag tayo kukuha ng mga sobrang equipment na hindi naman natin magagamit sa laboratory activity. So, always cut slowly and with care. So, dapat naman talaga sa paghihiwa ng mga ingredients is dahan-dahan lang or with care kasi maaari tayong mahiwa. So, dapat talaga nating iwasan yun. Pay attention to the labels. So, what is your insight about this? Yes, Dapul? Okay, thank you, Dapul. So, it is very important to pay attention to the labels. Dapat naman talaga natin pansinin yung mga labels, lalo na about sa mga safety guidelines na maaari tayong mapahama kung wala tayong knowledge when it comes to safety guidelines. Or, kung hindi natin papansinin yung labels, maaari tayong magkamali sa paggamit ng ingredients. Yes, Castardo. Okay, thank you. So, clean rice and sanitize all counters and the decks to reduce the risk of foodborne illness. Tulad na ng sinabi ni Castardo about this is, it is very important naman talaga na linisin natin, banlawan, at masanitize yung counter na ginamit natin sa pagluluto or yung paghahanda ng pagkain sa laboratory activity para maiwasan yung microorganism or yung mga bacteria na kumapit nung nagpe-prepare tayo doon. And to reduce the risk of foodborne illness, use a dry oven mitts to move lift hot items. So, gagamit natin yung dry oven mitts para i-lift yung mga pagkaing maiinit na maaaring makapasok sa atin kung hindi tayo gagamit ng mga pot holder or oven mitts, lalo na kung tayo ay nagbe-bake na oven mitts when preparing or baking the food. So now let's proceed to the last one. Clean up all spills immediately to prevent slipping or injury. So yes, Gaila, what is your insight about this? Okay, thank you, Gaila. So, it is very important to clean up immediately the spills na nagmula sa ating pagkain. Kasi maaari ito mag-cause ng injury or yung pagkakadulas. Maaaring mabali ang ating buhok pag tayo ay nadulas. So, dapat talaga nililinis natin agad yung mga pagkain kumalat sa sahig, maiwasan yung pagka-injury or yung pagkakadulas. So now let's proceed to the next topic, which is the right way to wash your hands. Step number 1, wet your hands. So dapat ang kaunahang step naman talaga sa paghuhugas ng ating kamay is basahin yung ating kamay sa gripo. Step is apply soap. So dito ina-apply na natin yung sabon para matanggal yung germs na kumapit sa ating kamay when preparing the food in laboratory activity. So next is rub your hands together. So it is very important to rub your hands together when applying the soap or kapag tayo. So yun na nga, tulad na sinabi ko na we should rub our hands together. So now let's proceed to the fourth step, which is the wash all areas. So it is very important to wash all areas of your hands para hindi lang yung isang area yung malinisan, dapat lahat para talaga masabi nating malinis na ang ating kamay. So the fifth one is rinse hands and turn off tap. So yun, hugasan natin yung kamay nating may sabon and papatayin na natin yung gripo. So now let's proceed to the last step, which is dry hands thoroughly with a towel. So nandito na tayo sa last step na kung saan papatuyuin na natin yung ating kamay sa pamamagitan ng towel. So doon pupunasan natin yung ating kamay para matanggal yung pagkakabasa ng ating kamay at maging malinis na. So now our class discussion is now done. Let's proceed to the Q&A. On what have you learned about our discussion, and it will graded to your recitation. Yes, Dador Laila, what you have learned about our discussion? Okay, thank you, Laila. Anyone else? Yes, Dador Ashaira. Okay, thank you, Ashaira. So now let's proceed to the number 2 question. Yes, Lopez. Why do you need to follow safety guidelines when working in the laboratory activity? Okay, thank you, Lopez. Anyone else? Yes, Fiscal. Same question lang din sa kay Lopez kanina. Why do you need to follow safety guidelines when working in the laboratory activity? Okay, thank you, Fiscal. So, natutuwa naman ako at may natutunan kayo sa ating discussion ngayon about the laboratory safety guidelines. So now let's proceed to our quiz. Your assignment in essay form, what is the importance of following the laboratory safety guidelines? Do this on short bond paper and to be submitted on next meeting in 150 words. That's all. Thank you, class, for participating with my class discussion. For the group 1, they got 80. So now let's start our discussion. Laboratory safety guidelines. Who wants to read the number 1? Yes? Ito pala kilala. So now let's start our discussion about the safety. So now let's proceed to our discussion about the laboratory safety guidelines. So number 1, hand sanitation is essential. So what did So now let's start our discussion about the laboratory safety guidelines. So 1, hand sanitation. So now let's start our discussion about the Okay, thank you, Dalian. So dapat talaga nating iwasan ang paggamit ng ating kamay na walang protection sa pagkuha ng pagkain. Kasi maaari itong mag-cause ng mga bakterya sa ating pagkain. So, thank you, Dalion. So, dapat talaga nating iwasan yung paggamit natin sa kamay when contacting with foods. So, dapat gumamit tayo ng gloves or utensils like tongs sa pag-transfer ng pagkain para maiwasan natin yung contamination ng bacteria. So, now let's proceed to the third one. Avoid wearing loose clothing. So, what is your insight about this? Yes, Werto? Okay, thank you, Werto. So, dapat talaga natin iwasan ang pagsusuot na maninipis na damit or yung maluwag. Kasi maaari itong, madali itong maanuhan ng apoy.